Hey guys, so I am here to finally do my little year-end video. I know it's like halfway through January. Okay, say hi. Oh, he wants to sit on my lap. Oh man. Okay, well, before I get into anything, I want to give a shout out to Karma. I loved all of your comments on my video about my style and everything, but I just had to give a shout out to Karma because she had the most awesome idea to do comfy clothes of the day or pajamas of the day. And I wanted to, and she started it. She started doing it on her channel. I'll link to her channel below. You guys have to go check it out. Her and her husband are so cute, and she just does vlogs. I actually met Karma at the Downey Stall show, the very last Downey Stall show before it switched over to the Rose show in North Carolina, and she had two reborn babies with her. So she's into reborn. She just doesn't make videos of them. She vlogs because she homeschools her children. So she does a lot about homeschooling and stuff. But her and her husband do a lot of like challenge videos or like Q&A videos, and they're super cute. So go check them out. But I want to take part and show you what I'm wearing. So I'm wearing like just this like gray shirt. It's like just a gray pajama shirt from Target. And then these are one of the pieces that I ordered this fall from Sears is these pajama pants that have like Eiffel Tower, poodles, Arc de Triomphe, basically all Paris stuff, which I thought was fitting since my honeymoon was in Paris. And I have these bright neon pink socks from Target that don't even really match, to be quite honest, and my old beat up purple slippers. Yeah. So that's what I'm wearing today. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to do this video to just kind of reflect on 2015. And I mean, I really probably did very well at doing that in my little the good, the bad, and the great of 2015 video, which if you haven't checked that out yet, I'll put a link to that in the description below as well, and in a card up top. It took me like 2 days to make because I basically had to go through all of my videos for the entire year of 2015. Yes, hi again, hi again. Okay, well, if you want to sit up here, you can come up. I know I'm not sitting like at the keyboard, but whatever. Okay, so anyways, just looking back on all of it, I just basically wanted to reflect on 2015 and just really think about the things that I am so grateful for. And, you know, like having a chronic illness, like it's hard sometimes to see the good things and realize that you are blessed in other ways, despite having your illness. And, you know, sometimes when you're in pain or you're fatigued or you just feel like crap, it's hard to remember, you know, you start to think, oh, like life sucks, I hate this, blah, blah, blah. But that's why I like to have my jar where I just write on a scrap of paper something that I'm grateful for or something good that happened, and I put it in my jar and I fill it up and I read it at the end of the year. But now I actually have a journal to do that, so that because it's like another task, like because at the end of the year I would take out all of those papers and then I would want to put them in a scrapbook. So I bought a gratitude journal that's specifically for that. It gives you a little bit of room to write each day, and it covers me for like the next 4 years, which is awesome. And so every day I can just jot down in this journal now. What I'm, something good that happened that day or something that I'm grateful for. So I'm not going to read my jar this year like I did before because my video that I made pretty much summed it all up anyway. But I'm so grateful because I have such an awesome husband. And, sometimes, I don't know, sometimes like you say, when you're down and you're feeling like crap, like it's hard to realize, you start to forget that sometimes. And I want to work more on remembering just how lucky I am to have him. He just does so much for me and he helps, and, he's the one that, brings in most of the money because he works full time. I can only work part-time because of my health. And, he doesn't complain about it because he totally understands, like, that this is what I need to do and that it's better for me. And, he's always telling me to rest, like, if he knows I'm not really feeling well and I'm pushing myself too far, he'll tell me, pace yourself, slow down, sit down and relax a little bit. So I'm so blessed to have him. And I'm so blessed to have Riley. I'm so grateful that he's doing well and that he's still with us and he's still himself and he makes me laugh every day and he's always by my side and I love him to bits. I'm grateful for my mom. She's just awesome, and I love the fact that we can have sometimes, a little girls' night where she'll come over and we'll watch movies together. I'm grateful that my grandma is still with us, although she really is starting to struggle a lot. And so with that said, I'd like you guys to pray for my grandma. She's having a lot of mobility issues now. She's got really bad balance. She's had some falls. And she's really quite depressed because she can't get around like she used to. And so she's dealing with a lot of depression. And her memory is also getting bad. And she just went to the doctor about it, and he said that he doesn't think she's like in any early stages of dementia or Alzheimer's or anything. But there's still a chance that that could develop because it runs in the family. So we really are hoping that's not the case. And so just pray that she has some better days. But I'm so blessed to have her in my life too, because she's been like a second mom to me. Growing up, she was there to take care of me when my mom had to work, and she taught me so much. Her and my mom together are basically a big part of the reason that I am who I am today. They raised me with so many amazing values and principles, and I still carry them with me today. So yeah, I love my grandma, who I call Nanny. And she's just been a blessing in my whole life. In regards to 2015 in general, I mean, what a crazy year. I had this awesome job taking care of Margaret, and then I lost it, and it was sad because I know they really didn't want to let me go, and it was just the situation that her mom lost her job and they couldn't afford to pay me. And, I was... God blessed me, in that he gave me what I needed during that time. That first off, I was able to have a whole month off to get some rest in. And then I did find a job. Now, we all know how that played out. It was not a very good situation. The family that I ended up working for caused me so much stress. And I was with them about 2 months total, I think it was. Yeah, it's about 2 months that I was with them. 2 months from HE double hockey sticks. That's all I'm saying about that. But I am blessed to have had that experience because at least I had income to pay the bills. It was basically a tie-over job. And, you know, when towards the end of that job, before I gave my notice that I was quitting, I was stressed. I didn't know what I was going to do. I had my trip booked. They weren't going to give me time off for it. And that was a lot of money to lose out on. I was worried because I knew I could not picture staying with this family long term, but I didn't know where else to go. And I just felt stuck. But then all of a sudden, this idea came into my head, and I know that it was God guiding me because out of the blue, I just decided to write Margaret's mom and see how they were doing and what was happening, and just kind of let them know that if they ever needed me to come back, I would be happy to come back and take care of Margaret. And that was on, I think, a Thursday or a Friday. And by the Monday, they offered me my job back. They said, we would love to have you come back in September, because her mom had lined up work. And it was like a weight was lifted off of me. So God blessed me by giving me that job back with Margaret's family. And it was my way out of this stressful situation. Again, though, I was worried because I was like, what am I going to do for July and August for money? And God reminded me that Ben's family told me the summer before, if I was looking for work in the summer, give them a call. And, you know, they usually need someone to care for Ben during the summer vacation. Called up Ben's mom. Sure, we'd love to have you look after Ben for the summer. So that was another blessing. I mean, it just worked out. And then, you know, it allowed me to go on the trip, which I feel so blessed that for the 3rd year in a row, I was able to attend the doll show. And it seems like each time I attend the doll show, it just gets better and better, because I was blessed again on this trip to finally meet my good friend Yvonne in person. I mean, oh my gosh, we had so much fun. We are like sisters from another mother. I love her to bits, and I was nervous about having someone that I had never met in person sharing a room with me, but it was not uncomfortable at all. From the moment she arrived, I felt at ease. I was like, we can be roommates like all week long. I don't care. You know, like we had so much fun, and it just worked out so well. And then I got to meet Herlonda, who is amazing. And the three of us were like the Three Musketeers, and we had so much fun. And it just, that entire trip was just such a blessing again. It was just amazing, and it was really the highlight of my year. And of course, it's always a blessing to arrive to your destination safely and get home safely from a trip, especially when I encountered so much turbulence on the way down. That was quite scary, but I made it in one piece, and I made it home in one piece, and it was all good. And then, of course, I was supposed to start back right away with taking care of Ben for the summer. But there was delays, and I didn't actually end up taking care of him until I think it was like the second week of August, the first or second week of August, because they ended up taking some summer trips together as a family. And again, I was worried because I was like, oh my gosh, like, what are we going to do for money until then? Well, it just so happened that those were the months that I made enough money from my videos that everything was fine. We didn't have to worry about money because by the grace of God, YouTube provided that. And that's something that I'm still wrapping my head around because I've been making videos on YouTube since 2007. And I had no idea that you could make money from YouTube videos. I just loved making. Okay guys, I'm going to have to finish this on my phone because my batteries died again. I thought that camera was fixed of that issue, so I don't know if it's now just that the batteries themselves are going and I have to just charge them more frequently or what, but super annoying. Anyways, like they were both fully charged. So yeah. Anyways, I will try to speak loud enough that you guys can hopefully hear me. I usually have to end up editing the volume control. Anyways, so as I was saying, yeah, I had been making videos since 2007. I just loved making my videos, had no clue about making money or any of that stuff. And I think it was in 2013, maybe somewhere in between 2013 and 2014, that a friend of mine, Emily, had told me about making money, like that I could monetize my videos or whatever. And I was like, yeah, you know, YouTube had been actually inviting me to monetize my videos for a couple of years, I believe. And I really didn't understand what it meant. And so I just never did it. And I was like, probably can't make that much. And what's the point? And I didn't really understand anything about it. So anyways, she told me that I should just try doing it and, you know, see what, you know. So I was like, well, you know, at that time I was working part-time and I believe I was just finishing up my job taking care of Jeremy and was going to be having to look for other work. So I thought, we'll see. I'll try it. You know, it couldn't hurt to have some extra money coming in because, you know, I was only working part-time. And here we are, what, 2 years later, maybe almost 3 now. I don't know exactly. And I can't believe that I'm actually making money every month now from YouTube. And that has been a huge blessing because one of the things that I was stressing about in my life was the fact that I can't work a full-time job. I have to work part-time. And so therefore we were basically missing half of a paycheck. And it's fine because where we're living right now, we can afford it. But of course, we want to move out. We want a bigger place. We want to get out of a basement. And, you know, we just didn't know how we were ever going to be able to afford something like that because we're basically on 1.5 income. Riley. But lo and behold, YouTube, I'm almost making a second part-time income from it. Like I'm that, you know, I'm getting close to making another part-time income from it, and it's like it doesn't even feel like work because I love making my videos so much and I've been making them for years. And so I just thank God that Emily kind of steered me in the direction to monetize my videos. And also, I thank all of you for watching and supporting, because I mean, it's making a big difference um in my life, not just in the sense of money, but just hearing all of your positive comments and support really motivates me to keep going, to keep fighting this disease. And, on the days when I'm feeling like crap, or I'm upset, or I'm in pain, and you guys say such wonderful things, and sometimes you guys say like the funniest things and you make me laugh. I just thank all of you, and I'm thankful for all of you, and grateful for all of you, and grateful for this community that, YouTube, it's brought all of us together, and I've made such wonderful friends like Yvonne and Herlonda, and that all of us can come together and share in this wonderful hobby of reborns and share our lives with each other, and it's just amazing. And so yeah, so I'm so grateful for YouTube in the personal sense, in the sense that it gives me a sense of accomplishment on days when it's like, ugh, I feel like I'm not being productive, like because I'm not working full time or whatever. And, there's days where I'm just like laying around feeling fatigued and feeling in pain. And you guys lift me up. And I almost feel like our dreams are going to be able to come true, that we're going to be able to get out of here and afford a bigger place. And that's a big step. And of course, parenthood is another dream, but that's a whole other video, because I have to talk more in depth about that, about what's going on with that. But I just feel like, things are falling into place slowly but surely. And like I said, God provided, like that month that I was out of a job, and that Ben's, I was supposed to be working, taking care of Ben, but it was put off because they went on some trips. I was worried about Alex being the only income, and lo and behold, that was the month that, for the first time, YouTube was able to, help with that. I mean, it wasn't like it wasn't like the amount that I'd get paid at my nanny job, but it was enough to just help us scrape by that month. And so I'm so thankful for that. And I'm also thankful that the job with Ben got held off, because that was when it ended up being the time that I could get my jaw procedure done. So I didn't have to take time off of work, and I actually had time to recuperate before going back to work. So God knew, like He knew this was coming up, and everything just fell into place one after another to make the trip happen, to make the job procedure go without having to take time off work, to be able to afford that time off of work. So everything fit and everything worked. And then on top of that, the job procedure was a success. And I was so worried that the day after the procedure, I wasn't going to be able to go to the Kelly Clarkson concert. But I made it, and I got to go to the Kelly Clarkson concert. And honest to God, that was like so much fun. It was an awesome show. I'm so grateful I got to go. And so it just was amazing that I was able to go the day after having like minor surgery. I mean, I was determined. I was determined to go to that concert, and with God's help, I did it. So, I was just, you know. And then to be able to go to the Taylor Swift concert, that was another highlight of the year. I mean, holy moly, that concert changed my life. I swear. I mean, like, she just, the words that she spoke in between songs just like really, spoke to me and I related to them, and it was just such a fun concert. Um, and then like to be able to have my mom and my grandma here for dinner over the Christmas holidays. That was awesome. Having my friends over, getting to do doll days with Paula. I mean, all of this stuff was just, it just made 2015 awesome and fun, and I just feel so lucky I was able to do it all. And I'm so grateful that I was able to convince Alex to be in some of my videos by doing the jelly bean challenge and building the gingerbread house, because I had so much fun doing that with him. And I love watching the videos of it. Like, it's so awesome to have that to look back on. And I'm also grateful that I got to go away for the weekend for our anniversary to St. Mary's, and I also took I took a day trip to St. Mary's with Marilyn at one point. That was awesome, and going shopping at Vaughan Mills Mall with Marilyn and Isabel. I mean, there's just been so many amazing moments over the past year that just stand out in my mind, and it was fun, and just, certain ways that, I could just see God at work, with that whole period of losing the job with Margaret and the stress of that other job, and then getting back to Margaret now. And like, I feel so grateful to be back to taking care of Margaret. Oh, and then to have this time off. Um, I mean, this is like unbelievable to have all this paid vacation time, and that it's allowed me to get things done. It's allowed me to get some rest while I'm tapering down on the prednisone, and that has been a huge help. Um, so, hopefully by the time I get back to Margaret, like when they get back into their house and settled in and all that, and I get back to taking care of her, I'll feel a lot better, hopefully. Hopefully I can get off of the prednisone. That's a goal this year. Get off prednisone. I've had that goal before and did it for a while, but then had to go back on. So fingers crossed, prayers that I can get off this prednisone. But that's this year now. So yeah, but I definitely like 2015, just it had a lot of things to be grateful for. Oh, doing the lupus walk was one, and it was so nice that my dad joined us. Um and we raised a good amount of money. Getting that kit donated to me that I have to finish reborning to raise money for lupus. So I guess it'll probably end up being for Lupus Awareness Month in May. That I'll probably hope to have that done. Hopefully. I mean, May is a ways off, so I think I should be able to do it. Um, yeah, it's been so wonderful. It's just been a wonderful year despite whatever health hurdles have been in my way. And it's been a journey and a learning experience, and I can't wait to see what this year holds. And a few of you have asked if I'm going to the doll show this year, and I am going to try my best. I just don't really know what's happening at this point, because I'm only guaranteed the end till the end of June with Margaret, and then it all depends on if her mom finds another contract for July and August, and onward, whether or not I can stay with them. So we'll see, because, if I'm out of work, it might be a little bit difficult to afford to go to the doll show. So I'm just hoping that I'll know ASAP whether I'm working for them beyond June or not. And then I can figure out if I can buy a ticket. But I do have a room booked, because, you can cancel that like till the day before, and without getting charged anything. So I just always book a room so that I have it. And um, if all goes as planned and I can go, then I think Yvonne will be rooming with me again. So this time we booked a room with 2 beds. So we're all set if we can both go. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. I just really wanted to reflect and talk about all the things that I'm so grateful for, and definitely I would say the ones that stand out the most to me are the Bean Boozled Challenge, the building of the gingerbread house, since it was my first time ever doing that. Definitely the Taylor Swift concert. Definitely meeting Yvonne and Herlonda at the doll show, and the doll show was a blast. And oh yeah, and I guess, how can I forget? Getting Zoe and Haley. I mean, that was amazing. And Haley was definitely a surprise. I wasn't expecting it, and I didn't know if I'd be able to afford her, but with God's help, it happened, and I'm so grateful for that. And yeah, I think those are like the main highlights, and especially the Taylor Swift concert. I can't shut up about that concert. You get me going on it, and I can't. I just can't. I loved that concert. It was awesome. So, anyways, guys, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it wasn't too long for you. Even if it was, it's something that myself, I can look back on and kind of reminisce about 2015 and how awesome it was. Well, it was also really good to be able to go out for New Year's. It was the first time I've ever done that as well. So, couple of firsts this year. First gingerbread house, first time going out New Year's Eve, and it was fun, and I liked it. All right, that's it. I'm going to wrap this up before I keep going on and on and on. And yeah, definitely go check out Karma's channel. It's in the description below. Check out my 2015 video if you haven't already. It'll be in the description below as well. And that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. And I want to thank you all again so much for watching, for commenting, for thumbs upping, for subscribing, for your support and your love and your pick-me-ups. I love all you guys. All right, we'll see you in the next video. Bye.